by shifting from an introvert to an extrovert, I found two loves of my life. One of them was Amy, who helped me become a little bit more of an extrovert, and public speaking, which is what I'm doing right now. But today I really need to be a relationship coach. Am I? Can I be considered one? I don't know. But today I'm your relationship coach. In this session today, what I want to do is talk to you about going from mono-channel marketing to multi-channel marketing. What we need to do first is make sure that we find the best platforms that partner with email marketing the best. Email marketing drives engagement and conversions, and we all know it's probably the best marketing channel out there. At least that's my bias, because you can spend very little money and get very huge results and be able to nurture people over time and make sure that you're developing that relationship to help with conversions or to support and help your customers better, whether you're in service, you sell a product, whatever it is you do. Email marketing allows you to have a really, really good result. Other platforms help you amplify your email marketing, and then vice versa. You can grow your email marketing list with other platforms. Together, they create a seamless customer experience. Simplistically, if we look at it, you can tie in SMS where you can send out information about, hey, last chance to get this sale, or maybe, hey, maybe you didn't see this and the deadline is coming and it's around the corner. It allows you to make sure that the email subscribers are taking action, or simply take action through the SMS. Then you have social media. You can drive traffic to your social media platforms from email and vice versa. You can gain and grow your email subscriber base by using social media. Then there's the web. You can get signups from your website. You can drive people to your website from email marketing. And you can also do on-site personalization with email going to your website, or again, vice versa, as long as you have that data. Then there's paid media. Yes, a little expensive, but it allows you to, again, grow your email list and then also retarget any of your email subscribers, which we'll go into a little bit more detail later. It becomes a powerful mechanism for you to make sure you're driving people back to your email, or finding people maybe fell out of love with your email, and also help you basically grow your subscriber base by huge amounts. It's something that this whole ecosystem allows you to work together, but you have to do it correctly. And some people are doing marketing in a silo, and that's just not the way to do it. So let's get ready. And let's talk about how email marketing works well or can have a relationship with other channels. But first, we have to go on the dating sites. We have to have a profile. Let's read this together. I love this. If email had a dating profile, it would be, hi, I'm email marketing, your reliable yet exciting digital companion. I love meeting up in the primary tab of Gmail, but I'm not opposed to a little adventure in the promotions tab, as long as I'm not ghosted. My biggest fear? Getting lost in the spam folder. It's like the Bermuda Triangle of inboxes. And then you can read at the bottom, what email's looking for. Looking to get along with others, especially with besties like social media, PPC, SMS, and basically creating an awesome team that's unstoppable. That would be the profile for email marketing. Now, let's meet some of the contestants or the candidates that we might want to partner with, like social media, SMS, paid search, and again, the web, which I mentioned. We can go through a little bit of speed dating here to learn a little bit more about each of these in detail. With email marketing, we have to start out and know what email marketing is so that we can pair it with another channel. Email marketing has the highest ROI, roughly goes anywhere from $42 to $44 per dollar you spend on email marketing, depending on the year, month, or day. It's the cheapest paid channel. I mentioned that earlier. You can spend little, but get huge results. Then there's personalization. You can personalize your email addresses by injecting the first name or any other data you have. It could be location, weather data. Make it feel like a one-on-one conversation. Try doing that on social media. You'd have to hop into everybody's DM, call them out by name, and that would take a lot of time. You can use segmentation to make sure you're sending the right email to the right person. Oftentimes, a lot of marketers don't do this well. Make sure you're using the data you have or collecting data so that you can create powerful segments to ensure that people are getting the right email and they'll engage with it. Using automation is crucial. I could do a whole talk on how to use email automation so you can send the right person the right message at the right time. And that's what automation allows you to do. I always love to say how email is an owned audience. By owning the data or the email addresses, it's portable. You can move from one platform to another, and you always have that. The risk of doing pay-per-click or social media is you can have your account closed or banned for something that maybe you didn't really even do to violate any of the policies. Sometimes if your account is banned permanently, you'll never get access to that audience again. It's doing marketing on rented land, where with email, again, you own and you have that data always readily available. Next, we have SMS. That can be used for urgent and timely reminders and updates. Provides high engagement. A lot of people are checking SMS, but be careful because a lot of people feel like you might be invading their personal space by being on their phone. Just use it wisely and always provide value. You can personalize SMS to a degree. It's just not a long message, but you can still use first name, but then you're taking away from the length of the message, so be careful. And it allows for two-way communication pretty instantly. When it comes to your website, you can build credibility and trust. It's data that's always there that can be reinforced and can provide people information so that they know, like, and trust you and want to do business with you. It's a central hub of information and audience collection via forms, but you should use Kickbox to validate those email addresses. It's always available unless it's down for some reason, but usually 24/7 people can get to your website and either interact with any element on there or obtain information. It's searchable. It's powerful because people can search your website for answers to questions they have or gathering information about a product or service that you have. And it's versatile, right? You can change it up, you can change coloring, you can add in interactive objects. Website is one area where I feel some people don't really do enough with making updates every quarter or year if possible. Usually somebody builds it, stays static for 5 years, then they say, hey, I need a whole new refresh. Take some time to look at some items that you can refresh on your website. And then we have social media. Creates brand awareness and visibility. You can use organic, which is free, or you can do paid social, which can get expensive, but sometimes you get a lot more reach. It allows for engagement and communication. You can have that two-way communication. Again, kind of searchable or visible, right? People can find you by searching or even searching in some of the tools for previous content that you've created. It's targeted. If you use the paid option, you can target a lot of people. And then there's numerous platforms. Make sure to choose the right platforms that make sense for you. Maybe it's only 3, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. Maybe there's no reason for you to be on YouTube, but I highly encourage everyone to be creating video content, and YouTube is a powerful channel for that. We're going to meet another candidate. It's called paid search. With paid search, you get immediate results. You pay money, you get results. It's targeted. You can find a right audience to target so that you make sure that you're spending the money wisely, even though, again, I feel like it's expensive. And it assists other channels very well. Drives a lot of traffic to websites for email signups or even following and engaging on social media. And it's a great way to create brand awareness. Get in front of people who've never seen you before and do that in a highly targeted fashion. Now, those are the main contestants. Let's take a look at a couple runner-up contestants. I don't know if you've thought of anything else while I'm talking here, and maybe you've put it in the chat and I'm looking now, but maybe you can use podcasts. This is one channel that's highly overrated, highly overlooked. I have a podcast, Hank's Marketing and Business Tips, HMBT for short. I actually took a hiatus for about a year, and I was just not creating new episodes because I didn't have time. But I knew that I loved to create the content and I loved to share it and people love to consume it. At one point, about 11, 12 months into my hiatus, I took a look and I noticed that I was getting anywhere from 30 to 300 listens for the previous week on my podcast episodes that were older. That told me I probably need to start getting back into it, and then I started recording more. I have about almost 310 episodes now, and I'm pretty proud of that. And I encourage you to look into podcasting if that is a channel that is of interest to you because it is powerful and allows you to get in front of people while they're cooking, driving, and walking. Direct mail. Direct mail is still viable. People now are actually wanting to have something tactile, something to feel and pull out of their mailbox, but do it in a tasteful manner. Event marketing, you can sponsor conferences or maybe do something with a sports team, something like that. And then more importantly, AI search is becoming more and more and more relevant. Being where these AI tools can reference you and surface your content. That is something that a lot of people are not paying attention to. They know how to go in and say, write me a 500-word blog post, but how are they using it to make sure they're being cited and found through AI search? I would look into that if you have not already. If you're really new to this and saying, hey, well, how do I do multi-channel marketing? Here's a simple example. Maybe you have an email account and you're sending out emails. You can use it to nurture leads, provide valuable content, provide updates. Maybe if you're a consultant, you can just send out a monthly newsletter. So you're doing that. Then you could couple that with SMS to make sure that you're providing people with those relevant and timely reminders, or maybe get people to opt in via SMS when you're speaking at a conference or a webinar like this. And then last but not least, you can do social media retargeting. Maybe doing some ads on social media or PPC for people who haven't engaged in a while, or to help you grow and get more email subscribers. To me, this is bread and butter. This is something easy and simple to do that you can spin up and do right away and get you out of your silos and starts to allow you to have different channels that are working well with one another. Or you can simply just go crazy and just start adding a whole bunch of other stuff like PPC, direct mail, do that event marketing. You're brave if you do so, and I would probably have a lot of social anxiety if I jumped right in and did all of that. And that's why I would encourage you to start off slow, develop that relationship, and over time let that love blossom, and then you get more experience, knowledge, and you feel comfortable doing it. And your customers and prospects will love you for that because maybe you're doing it well rather than trying to spread yourself thin.